Well, we as parents spend a lot of time worrying about what's in our kids' lunches. Well, our next guest is 12 years old, and it seems his parents have really nothing to worry about. Daniel Bissonnette is a health food activist who gives speeches and writes books about the importance of nutritious eating. He was recently named one of the top 100 most influential vegans in the world, and he's speaking at the veg-expo Sunday at the Vancouver Convention Center. And Daniel joins us here in Studio 10 this morning. Hello there.
Hello.
We should point out you are 12 and you are already recognized as an international activist when it comes to nutritious eating. How cool is that?
It's cool now, but it wasn't always cool.
It wasn't always cool? How come?
Well, ever since I was little, I always wanted to teach kids about healthy eating. And not just kids, though, everyone. Because I knew so much, and I want to share it with the world. I mean, nowadays, I'm thinking, when I was little, because I'm talking about when I was 3. Like, when I was 3, I was passionate about teaching people. But now I know a lot more. But I remember I would always go up to my neighbor, and I would, talk to them about healthy eating. And then she'd come over to our house feeling really sorry, and she'd tell my mom, she'd ask my mom for hemp seeds or whatever I was talking about, and she said she feels bad just eating fish. And it was because, I always wanted to teach people. And then I kept quiet about my food choices because, when I was 3, I didn't really understand how to explain it. Then when I got older, I don't know, it's like I was bullied at school, so I just want to keep quiet about my food choices.
You were bullied at school?
Yeah, I was called the weird kid. So I want to keep quiet.
The weird kid, really, because you
ate different.
But what you were trying to do was help your friends.
Yeah.
Right? And your colleagues at school, your classmates, your peers.
Yeah, and then, so it was called the weird kid, and then what happened was I would cover up my food with my hands so no one could ask me what I was eating. Oh, well, at least that helped. And you know what happens when you don't want something to happen?
It happens.
10 times worse.
Why is being a vegan so important to you?
Because the animals are suffering. The way they treat the animals is wrong. We need to treat the animals better, but also there's a lot from plants that we need. If you need meat, you can have it. It's just I'm recommending a plant-based diet, or at least sustainable living. So if you're going to have meat, have it from a good farm. Animals is just horrible. If you watch some of the videos, I watched some, and that's it. I'm not watching anymore. They are just so disturbing.
You're a remarkable young man and an accomplished author as well. You've written Daniel's Breakfast Burst. It's kind of like a cookbook. What's in it?
So there's over an entire month of breakfast recipes that are carefully designed to turn your genius mode on.
Turn your genius mode on?
Yeah. So you see, remember
Why am I finding out about this now at my stage in life? I should have known about this when I was a kid.
Remember when I said it usually happens 10 times worse?
Right.
Yeah, my teacher asked me what I was eating.
Really?
Yeah. So it was like, Daniel, sweetie, since we're doing speeches, I think it'd be a great idea if you could talk about your diet. And I'm like, okay. Well, I had 2 voices in my head. One was saying, Daniel, don't you dare do this presentation in front of all these bullies. Basically, I was just going to get bullied more. And then another voice was telling me, be the change you want to see in this world. That's the 2 thoughts that were going in my head. And I did the presentation because I realized I can't keep quiet about my food choices forever.
And you have become the change you want to be in this world. Have your classmates now taken up the cause? Do they understand?
Well, after my presentation, I was not expecting anything good, but they got out their snacks, started reading the ingredients. Some kids threw their candy straight in the garbage. Others told me their mom only buys organic food, and others went and told their parents to buy organic food. So there was a change.
What's your favorite lunch now?
Lunch?
Yeah, we take lunch to school. What's your favorite lunch?
Yeah, I usually have quinoa, buckwheat, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds. A variety of spice of life. Sometimes I take, I take a lot of things. Sometimes I take this little, like, it's like a mesquite carob tahini thing that, yeah. But it's honestly, it's just experimenting in the kitchen, figuring out what's good, and then taking it.
Good
or
for you.
If it's not good, you don't take it.
Good for you, Daniel. Never lose your passion. It's infectious. What's the message you want to bring to the expo this weekend?
Well, I'm at the expo. I'm going to be telling people how I was able to achieve what I've achieved at such a young age and how I was able to turn my genius mode on. I've never shared those secrets, and now I want to share them with the world. Because the truth is, a lot of people go through life not turning their genius mode on, but we need to.
I got to try and turn mine on now. Daniel, a treat to meet you. You are a remarkable young man, and best of luck in whatever you choose to do in life.
Thank you.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts. This is a CBC podcast.